03. Heart. It was probably in the year 2040 when the main cafeteria of the university had just been renovated. Dr. Noah got his soup and chose a place to sit. His phone vibrated twice. It was a message from the dean of the medical school.
I've read the report Zayne submitted. The theoretical model is quite good. A lot of students have tried to explore the uses of protocols before, but their ideas were limited by the methods. They couldn't fully understand it either. I can't say for sure that Zayne will make progress, but his report makes me feel this approach is worth trying.
Then there was another message.
Your student has great ideas and seems to be quite bold.
Dr. Noah didn't hide his pride.
Of course he's good. I chose him.
He put his phone on the table, intending to finish reading a paper he had started the day before. But the noise from the neighboring table got his attention. A security guard was sitting with 3 serious cafeteria ladies, all holding spoons. The guard, also solemn, waved his hand and began to talk.
I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on in the research lab at the medical school.
Really? I see the kids from the lab come to eat every day. They seem fine.
The problem is in the research lab.
The security guard knocked on the table, speaking with an air of mystery.
I'm telling you, when I went on patrol on Monday,
What happened?
you know how a lot of people stay late in the research labs there? It's not a big deal. I just remind them to lock the doors when they leave. But on Monday, I saw everyone leave. When I was locking up, I heard what? I heard this swishing sound. It scared me half to death. I couldn't even figure out what it was.
Are you sure you didn't just scare yourself? There must have been a student still in the lab.
I thought so too, so I checked again, but there was no one.
Really?
Yes, really! I looked everywhere and I couldn't see anyone. I was about to turn off the lights and leave when I thought I heard a voice.
But you said there wasn't anyone.
That's why I said it's totally abnormal. You guys have no idea just how many skeletons are in the research lab. What if one of them came back to life?
Oh, stop saying nonsense.
The cafeteria ladies stood up with furrowed brows and returned to their stations. Losing his audience, the security guard prepared to leave. He turned around and saw Dr. Noah looking at him.
Dr. Noah, I said what I said, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the medical school.
He smiled. Dr. Noah waved his hand, signaling the guard not to worry. At the front of the cafeteria, Zayne had gotten his meal and was trying to find a place to sit down. Seeing him, Dr. Noah beckoned Zayne to sit next to him.
Dr. Noah, we can proceed with the next experiment tomorrow.
Zayne said. Those were the first words out of his mouth after taking a seat.
Stick to your plan.
Dr. Noah didn't ask for more details. He had been closely following this project. He knew Zayne never slacked off for even a second and had double-checked, triple-checked the data. He understood the importance of this project to Zayne and trusted that he had it under control. As he ate, Dr. Noah remembered something.
Tuesday morning, did you miss the exam?
Zayne's hand paused for a moment. A hint of embarrassment flickered in his eyes.
I'm sorry.
If you don't take it, you won't get a score. The mid-school won't give you special treatment just because you're you.
I know. It's my fault for missing the exam. I don't deserve to have a score.
Zayne.
Dr. Noah said, looking at the faint, dark circles around his student's eyes.
I know you're taking this project very seriously, and you're committed to your studies, but don't wear yourself out.
After a moment of silence, Zayne put down his chopsticks and said softly,
Dr. Noah, I'm not tired. I just want to move on to my clinical rotations as soon as possible.
Dr. Noah nodded. He understood, yet couldn't help but sigh. This child was too mature for his age and carried too much on his shoulders. He wanted to say something to comfort Zayne, but in the end, he said nothing. Thursday night, Dr. Noah stepped out of the research lab. He greeted the patrolling security guard and was about to leave when he saw the lights were still on in his office. It then occurred to him that a few days ago, he had given the keys to Zayne, allowing him to access the research reports he had completed several years ago at any time.
Through the glass, he scanned the room for a moment before spotting Zayne. Zayne was sitting behind a human model, reading a paper. The security guard didn't see him, so he turned off the lights and locked the door. Zayne looked up in the darkness. It took him only a few seconds to accept his situation. Then he shook his head. Holding the book, he walked to the switch and turned the light back on. In the corridor, the security guard, startled to see the light is on behind him, shivered as he turned around, mustered his courage, and headed back toward the office. Noah sighed and made a detour back to the office, taking Zayne, who was still reading, out of the office. Walking with Zayne to the entrance of the research lab, Noah thought back to the first time he saw him at the oath ceremony. He had mentored many students. Among them were many who were as hardworking as Zayne. They all got into medical school because of their dreams. Looking at Zayne, he remembered a rumor he heard.
I heard your parents are also doctors. You chose the medical field to follow in their footsteps, right?
Zayne smiled.
Yes, even the bedtime stories they told me during my childhood were about the hospital. Most of the things at home that I could use to kill time were medical textbooks, too. So, I was influenced by them.
Is there another reason?
No.
That was too quick of a response. Besides, the way you're obsessing over this doesn't seem like there's only one reason.
Zayne was quiet for a long time, the sound of his footsteps carried away by the wind. Just when Dr. Noah thought Zayne wouldn't answer him, he spoke up.
It's also because of someone.
Dr. Noah kind of expected that. He stopped walking and turned to look at his student, who rarely opened up about his feelings. He saw Zayne standing alone in the first snowfall of that winter.
I don't want to be incapable of doing anything again when I become a threat to her.